What's going on, guys? It's MLog5 and welcome back to another discussion video, which is going to be a short one today, so let's get right into it. So now, I'm going to be explaining to you today why the Nintendo Switch Pro hasn't been announced yet. Okay, it's actually kind of obvious, but for those of you who don't know, the Nintendo Switch Pro was obviously leaked not only by like leakers and stuff who might have flaws in their track record and whatnot, like holes in their track record, and like maybe not the most credible sources, like actual companies have also leaked the Nintendo Switch Pro. So this rumor first arose back in I believe it was February or March, when Bloomberg, which is a business outlet, they actually released information about a potential Nintendo Switch Pro being like in production, like new Nintendo Switch hardware was being produced, right? Then we got a another actual like Eurogamer. They said that the Nintendo Switch was also making a ramped up version of their console, Nintendo rather. You get the point. Like the Nintendo Switch Pro is like relevant, right? Like we are getting one soon. So people started to say that it was going to be announced this week. You know, I think the first one, like someone said Thursday, right? And then Friday, but then, you know, YouTubers start posting and then it's like Nintendo Switch Pro coming out this week. And I mean, this like blew up the internet because I mean, there's just like so many high quality, like large games that are coming out, or that are like that we're expecting, and especially like within the E3 timing being like what, a week and a half away. That's like really reason to get hyped, you know? And so of course, like people were leaking games and stuff like Mario Kart 9, which I don't even think is coming. Nintendo Kart, you got like Donkey Kong, obviously Breath of the Wild 2 is confirmed, and it's definitely going on the Switch within less than a year from now. All right, let's just say that. All right, obviously a game like Breath of the Wild 2, which is just like a highly anticipated game, would work so well on a ramped up Switch console, because that means the game, one, has more to offer, and two, we can see it in just a better light. You know what I'm saying? We can actually get good frame rate on the Nintendo Switch Pro. We could get better graphics, and that leads like doorways to basically more potential in the games that can run on this new Nintendo Switch Pro. Needless to say, people were pretty upset when the Nintendo Switch Pro wasn't announced this week like so many people said it was going to be. Here's the thing. Because of all the hype in E3 just around the corner, I mean, Nintendo obviously caught wind of the fact that their next Switch model has been leaked all over the internet. I mean, you have Bloomberg, Eurogamer, actual websites, actual businesses, actual companies reporting that this new Switch model is coming out, right? And so, obviously, Nintendo caught wind of this. At the end of the day, who has the power to release information about this new Switch model? Nintendo. That also means they have the ability to push it back whenever they so please, however long. Like, you know, Nintendo has control over that. I mean, if you don't want your plans to be spoiled, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I have a Nintendo Switch Pro, I'm going to release information about it, and then you have people like potentially, like let's just throw out there, like let's just say that it was going to release on Thursday, right? Or Friday, whatever. Then like they accurately predicted when I am going to put my Switch model out there. I want to be able to control when I release information on my new console. You know what I'm saying? That's probably Nintendo's thought process. So they most likely, more than definitely, pushed it back on purpose. I mean, come on. And then you also have some people that said it was going to come before E3. It's still before E3. Just to clear up any confusion, the console's obviously coming out. All right, it's obviously coming out. I mean, Bloomberg and I mean all these like reputable sources have come out and said that Nintendo's working on a new Switch model that has gone into mass production. That doesn't mean it's gonna release or like that we're gonna get information on it like within a certain period of time. Maybe they'll release information after E3, although I'll doubt that. I mean, at the end of the day, the Nintendo has power over when they decide to release the information about this new console. Tom Phillips, a news reporter for Eurogamer, says, put it this way, people working on multiple Switch projects expected it by now. Maybe just for a line in a press release mentioning support, or an announce waiting on Nintendo to do its thing. Ultimately, it's up to Nintendo when it wants to acknowledge the new model exists. Like I said, Nintendo has the final say in when they want to release information about their new console. And also, this tweet confirms that fans weren't the only ones that were let down. It was also like companies. Obviously, Bloomberg and Eurogamer have leaked information about this, and then you have data miners like reporting information, and then actual leakers giving out information. I mean, literally, everybody was expecting this to come out by now. Obviously, Nintendo caught wind of this and pushed it back. The important thing is that we know that there is a Switch Pro. It makes sense, right? And it's up to Nintendo to decide when they want to release information about it. Even Emily Rogers has stated that an announcement isn't really the important thing. The important thing is that this is going into mass production, meaning it's coming soon. All right, we just have to be patient. And you know, some people are obviously knocking the YouTubers who provided updates and information about the leaks that were going on, which just like reminds you, take leaks with a grain of salt. Please just take leaks with a grain of salt. Like only a handful of them come true. And I mean, like, honestly, just don't really get your expectations up when things come to like a specific release date that's not official. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's important is that this thing is coming soon, might come at E3, before E3, maybe a little after E3 in July, you know, maybe even in August, but that's pushing it. But the main thing is that we will know about it soon, okay? Hopefully you enjoyed the video. I do some Nintendo videos here and there, mainly gaming videos, but I mean, since E3 is around the corner, you know, these Nintendo videos are gonna be a little more common throughout this specific time. Make sure you check out my Twitch in the description down below. I will be streaming when you see this video, within like an hour and 2, 3 maybe upload. I'm not making any sense. Within the next hour or two after this video goes up, I will be streaming Breath of the Wild on Twitch. So make sure you go down in the description below so you can come join the Twitch. And with that being said, just check out the Wave Clan channel. That's my team. We post pretty often, pretty great content, all right? So make sure you check that out. We'll also be reacting to the Switch Pros announcement here on the channel and on the Twitch page if we can get it live, if it comes out E3, because I will be live streaming E3 on for Nintendo at least, not for any other whatever. Anyways, peace out guys, I love you all, and I'll catch you guys next time.